This is the satellite image of Beirut Port in Lebanon, which was captured on the 31st of July 2020. But just 4 days later, something was about to happen here, after which the condition of the port became like this. The hangars present at the port are seen in a destroyed condition, while at this place, a 135-meter wide, or as long as 2 Boeing 747s big crater is visible. What actually happened here that gave birth to the world's biggest non-nuclear explosion? Welcome back once again to Mystery Hub Videos. Viewers, on 4th August 2020, a video clip went viral in which a bride named Isra Seblani was standing at Beirut's Saifi Square, getting her photo shoot done, when suddenly a powerful blast wave forced everyone to run away. This incident started 23 minutes earlier, exactly at 5:45 p.m., when some welders were repairing a hole in the wall of a hangar at Beirut Port. Due to sparks, a fire broke out in the warehouse. This was called Hangar Number 12, which was right next to the sea. After 10 minutes, at 5:55 p.m., a team of 9 firefighters and 1 paramedic staff reached the spot. After inspecting the fire, they told the fire chief on the radio that something didn't seem right because the fire was getting out of control, and strange sounds were coming out of it. They had just been there for 12 minutes when, at 6 p.m., a loud explosion happened. If we look at the videos of this explosion, white smoke and flashes of fireworks are seen. A consignment of fireworks was kept in Hangar Number 12, which probably exploded due to this fire. But this was the first blast, whose intensity was recorded equal to a 1,500-kilogram TNT blast. People were still trying to understand what that sound was, when, 30 seconds later, an explosion happened, which tore Beirut apart. This second blast was recorded in many cameras because, after the first blast, many people were busy making its footage. A huge fireball was seen rising into the sky, whose shock wave was faster than the speed of sound. In the second explosion, a white dome was seen which covered a large part of the city. This was actually water vapor, which formed due to the pressure of the shock wave. After this, a huge cloud of red smoke was seen rising into the sky. Experts say that the red smoke is proof of the presence of ammonium nitrate in the hangar. The blast was so intense that even 200 kilometers away, in Cyprus, people ran out of their houses in fear. The shock wave broke the windows of the Beirut airport terminal 8 kilometers away, and even the steel bars of nearby houses came out. You can just imagine from this that the blast happened in Beirut, but the United States Geological Survey team recorded earthquake tremors of 3.3 magnitude. According to the estimate of a scientist at Shafa University, this blast was equal to a 1.5 million kilogram TNT blast, which means 1,000 times bigger than the first blast, and about 10% of the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima. All the hangars near where this blast happened were reduced to dust, as if there was nothing there. The ships that were standing nearby also suffered severe damage, while a 5-star Orient Queen cruise ship, which was 390 feet long, jumped in the air and fell back into the water upside down. The blast made a 135-meter wide crater in the ground, which immediately got filled with seawater. The Beirut explosion is considered the world's biggest non-nuclear blast. It even disturbed Earth's ionosphere, that is, the last atmospheric layer near this phase, which caused GPS and radio signal disruption for a few seconds. This scene was nothing less than doomsday in Beirut. The streets of the city looked drowned in destruction. In northern Beirut, entire buildings collapsed to the ground. Trees uprooted from the roots, overturned cars, and bent steel gutters were seen scattered everywhere. The power of the blast cut off the entire city's electricity supply, which caused rescue operations to face more obstacles. With the help of military bulldozers, roads were cleared so that rescue workers could reach the affected areas. In this incident, 218 precious lives were lost, while more than 7,000 people were injured. And as for the others, 12% of Beirut's population became homeless in the blink of an eye. Hospitals and medical centers where the injured were supposed to be treated were also destroyed by the blast. Many hospitals started treating the injured right in parking lots and on footpaths. St. George Hospital, which was just a few hundred meters away from Beirut Port, kept treating patients on broken sidewalks even after being completely destroyed. But still, thousands of injured had to be sent back just because there was no more space left, even on the footpaths. It is believed that, after the blast, the homeless people were given shelter by those Beirut residents whose houses were spared because they were far from the port. The fire kept burning for 7 hours after the blast, and black smoke clouds remained in the sky till the next day. The smell of sulfur and burnt rubber could be felt in the air for several days, but just a few days later, protests erupted all over Lebanon. People came out on the streets against the government's failure, and everyone had only one question: what exactly was the real reason for this blast? According to reports, hangar number 12 was being used to store oil cans, kerosene, and dangerous chemicals like hydrochloric acid. And along with that, 15 tons of fireworks were also kept there, a disaster just waiting to happen. Despite having so many flammable things, the warehouse's wiring was very poor. There was no smoke alarm system, nor a sprinkler system. But hangar number 12 did not just contain this. Another dangerous chemical was hidden here too, a consignment of 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate, which had been stored there for the past 7 years in plastic bags without any proper safety. This chemical is often used in agriculture as a fertilizer or in the mining industry as an explosive. It has also been used in many terror attacks. Protesters had only one question: why was so much ammonium nitrate stored there, where thousands of people lived nearby? And who was really responsible for this destruction? This all started in 2013, when a Russian ship going from Georgia to Mozambique, named La Rosa, was stuck at sea for more than a month and, due to technical issues, had to dock in Beirut. This ship carried 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate, which was now docked at Beirut Port. But this ship never left Beirut again. The ship's captain said that the ship's owner was facing financial problems at that time, and he thought that by picking up some more cargo from Lebanon, he could send it on to Mozambique. But the cargo booked from Lebanon made the load too heavy, and the ship's crew refused to carry it. The ship's owner not only stopped paying the crew's salaries, but also did not pay the port charges. In Beirut, authorities kept the crew locked inside the ship for the next 11 months because they did not have visas to enter Lebanon. Finally, in 2014, the crew was released, but due to unpaid port fees and duties, the ship was seized. The explosive cargo was confiscated by the authorities and transferred to hangar number 12, where it remained until the horrific incident of 2020. During these 6 years, while this dangerous chemical lay stored carelessly in hangar number 12, port authorities sent many warning emails to government officials. But the Lebanese government did not care at all. The first email, in 2014, was sent by the former customs director to an urgent matter judge and carefully mentioned that storing this extremely dangerous chemical at the port was very risky, but he never received any response. According to Al Jazeera's report, one of these emails demanded from the Marine Agency that the cargo should be immediately re-exported because the climate conditions inside the hangar were not suitable for this chemical. In fact, another letter even suggested that the government sell this chemical to the Lebanese explosives company to get rid of it. The last email was sent to the government in 2019, which once again warned about the dangers of this chemical. But the government still ignored the port authorities' warnings. When a hole appeared in the wall of hangar number 12, the security risk became even higher. It is believed that, during the repairing of this hole, sparks caused a fire here, which then led to these explosions. Today, in 2025, 5 years have passed since this blast, but instead of punishing the real culprits, even their proper trial has not happened. Due to political issues, ministers' legal immunity, and conflicts within the judiciary, the investigation has kept getting stopped again and again. When Judge Fadi Sawan charged high-profile ministers, he was removed. Then, Judge Tarek Bitar reopened the case, but groups like Hezbollah and Amal opposed him and filed a stay order in court. From 2022 to 2024, the investigation remained completely stopped. In January 2025, after Nawab Salam became prime minister and the Israel-Hezbollah conflict, the case was reopened once again. In May 2025, this report came that Judge Tarek Bitar is going to issue his final verdict on 4th August 2025, which will be the 5th anniversary of this blast. Even after these unbelievable 4 years of destruction, the signs of it are still present in Beirut. At the blast site, an 8-foot-tall statue stands, which is made from broken glass, bent steel bars, and debris from destroyed houses. This statue is in the shape of a woman holding a sword, in memory of the 218 people who lost their lives that day. Beneath the feet of this statue, a clock is lying, which still shows 6:08 p.m. and has remained stopped at that time since the blast. Hope you liked this video by Mystery Hub 2. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.